Hello guys, this is Judd Demonstrations with my first ever video of how cards work. Hopefully this channel is meant to show how certain cards work, certain interactions work, blah blah blah. I decided to start this channel to help explain what cards do and to help show new players what would happen with certain interactions and certain cards that might be a bit confusing or complicated. Alright, so this first one I'm going to do on a card called Knowledge Pool, just describing the card itself and how it works. So, it's a 6-cost artifact that says Imprint. When it enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top 3 cards of their library. Then it goes on to say, whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, that player exiles it. If they do, they may cast a spell from among other cards exiled with it without paying its mana cost. Alright, so luckily it's only two abilities that are linked to each other. So let's say it's entering the battlefield right now, and I somehow have the 6 mana to cast it. Alright, so it's entering the battlefield. So now its imprint triggers. What I'm gonna do is, everyone exiles the top 3 cards. So from the top player, we have an Urza's Mine, we have a Mighty's Mine Tomb, and we have a Karn, the Great Creator. And then from the bottom player, I'm going to exile a Forest, a Sylvan Scrying, and an Ancient Stirrings. Alright, so that takes care of the imprint. That's all the imprint does. We just exile the top 3 of our libraries. So now I'm going to play a bit normally. I'm going to try to play a bit normally. Right. So from the top player, I'm gonna play a Power Plant. And then I'm going to try to play an Expedition map. So, Knowledge Pool sees this. Knowledge Pool sees Expedition map immediately try to be cast. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to exile Expedition map. And then I'm gonna be choosing one of the other non-land cards. Yes, this is any of the non-land cards, and I'm gonna cast it for free. So I'm gonna choose, I don't know. Let's choose Sylvan Scrying. So I'm casting Sylvan Scrying off of Knowledge Pool, and now top player gets to look at their deck, get any land they choose, and put it in their hand. Alright, so that's basically what Knowledge Pool does. It basically exiles a whole bunch of cards enters the battlefield, and it allows me to try to cast a spell, put it in the Knowledge Pool area, and then grab another spell to cast for free. This can be Knowledge Pool can honestly be really cool sometimes, cause you can get maybe you can cast a 1 mana thing from your hand and exile it with Knowledge Pool, and then grab a 7 mana thing out of it and get lots of value just for that 1 mana spell. That's pretty cool, I think. Alright, now I know some of you may be curious about what Knowledge Pool does in a multiplayer game, but it doesn't work too differently in a 4-player game. It just means it gets to exile more cards. So in this demonstration, I'm gonna show again this entering the battlefield, we will exile the top 3 cards from player 1. Alright, not too good, but... Alright, and then from player 2, we grab a map, a coin, and a Sylvan Scribe from their top. In player 4, we grab a coin, Maze Mine Tomb, and Urza's Mine. From 2, we grab a forest, Blast Zone, and Cascading Cataracts. All lands from there. That's not pretty fun, but... So yeah, Imprint is pretty much the same scenario sort of thing, except it's gonna except it always takes it from all of the players. So for example, if I'm player 1 and I do a forest, or play a forest, and try to cast Ancient Stirrings, Knowledge Pool is gonna see that again. It's gonna drag Ancient Stirrings to its pile, and then player 1 gets to grab any other spell and use it. So, for example, I can grab Karn the Great Creator and try to cast it. Now keep in mind the cards you cast can be countered, because you're still casting them. But either way, this card is pretty cool. Alright, so hopefully that explained a little bit about what this card actually does. I will be doing more videos in the future. If you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment what you thought about it. Until then, I will see you all later.